Oh my god, we're back. Hello everyone, we're back with Tiny Bunny. I really couldn't stay away from this game for that long apparently. So this game, for whatever reason, this game's somewhat taking off on my channel. These videos have more views than I thought they'd ever get, but that's very cool. Because of that, I received a lot of comments from people recommending that I try certain different paths, like this one comment here. Now this person recommended I did the fuck off path. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm gonna tell him to fuck off, and I'm just gonna see what happens as a result. Apparently it's really interesting. It's a whole different plot branch, so Oh, they seem mad. Oh, are they mad at Semyon? Oh no. For some reason, Romka's disappointment with Semyon made me feel brave. Something was wrong with their crew. Some old disagreement. I should cut this old wound open. Oh. Oh, he looks mad. He looks so mad. I love it. I need to get into their heads. Right into their skulls, their warm brains. You know what, Semyon? My own voice, smooth and determined, was a huge surprise. I stepped forward and calmly proclaimed, Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! It felt like the whole world was paused for a second and then unpaused right away. Semyon's pupils widened. The mask fell out of his meaty hands, his meaty claws. He took a while to process my words, looking stunned, as if he was trying to solve a difficult math problem, but the answer he got made him mad, judging by the bulging veins on his forehead. Ew. The others just observed the scene silently, waiting for the inevitable payback. He's speechless. Look at him, his stupid face. You're dead. Oh, I'm dead, apparently. Uh-oh. His voice tore off icy crust from the nearby branches. It rained down with a melodic laugh. And then I heard whispers from the treetops, from holes in the ground, from animal ears. As if Alisa was in one of the snow piles, like a prompter in his booth, trying to get through to me. With no sign of fear, rather with a tinge of playful rage. That's how this low hum sounded to me. I stared into the clearing between the trees. Oh, an orange spot flashed there. Oh, Alisa, is she here? Finally! Oh, cute. A fox, an absolutely regular fox, stepped out of the bushes. Oh, so cute. I blinked in bewilderment. The animal fell on its tummy and was staring back at me with its burning eyes. Its furry tail was sweeping snow left and right, raising the white powder. Hang on, I'm looking at a fox. Look at me, bitch. I was still looking past him, at the fox that was smiling at me. She grinned with all her teeth while digging a hole in the snow pile, moving her paws as if dancing. Okay. Oh, I don't like you anymore. Jesus Christ. Her sharp face was covered in snow. Her whiskers were trembling. I returned my gaze to Semyon's twisted face. He was growling something unintelligible. What more can you expect, really? Look at him. The fox backpedaled and disappeared into the darkness, and the forest breathed at me, whispering. What the fuck? What? Tell the pig to shut up. I'm so glad I came back to see this. Holy shit. I slapped my own cheek to chase away the unfamiliar voice, but the message still lingered in my subconscious. This hint was my chance. I stared intensely at Semyon's nose. He was almost oinking from anger. I directed my words at him. Shut up, pig. I'm so annoyed with myself that I didn't do this the first time. Thank you for recommending that I do this, that I come back and do this. Semyon looked paralyzed. As if the medium Alan Chumak hypnotized him, stripped him of his will. I felt the aftertaste of Alisa's gum in my mouth. Berries. It felt like I'd pulled a card from some greasy deck and it turned out to be a trump. My brain was at its limit. Polina's words about Semyon getting worse since he moved here flashed in front of my eyes, like subtitles in a movie. All the pieces fell in place. My joker went flying into his pimply face. I was speaking slow on purpose, dragging out every syllable. I suspect that you had a reason to transfer to another school. You fled, right? Fled like a rat. Because kids can be cruel with those who are different, who's fatter or weaker than them. So you decided to bully others, just like they bullied you. I saw Semyon's Adam's apple twitch, like it was a pump-action rifle getting reloaded. Oh, you're trying to get payback for all those old wounds. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble speaking because I'm so fucking hype. You want to pretend that you're different now. But you know what? Nothing changes at the snap of a finger. Should I tell you who you were? The forest held its breath, listening in fascination. Me and the forest, babe. Should I tell you who you still are? Guys. Biasha was about to come to his friend's aid, but Romka stopped him, whipping out his controlling look. Biasha turned around and put his hands in his pockets. Go on, Toha. Also, I had another thing later after I uploaded the second video I did on this game. I feel like Polina is Alisa and the wolf is Romka. Cause the smile, I don't know, that's literally the only evidence I have to go on, but Romka's words ricocheted from the rough trunks. Should I tell you who you will always be? Semyon looked around helplessly. Your second name, the true name that your classmates gave you. Baburin? Why do you... Romka and Biasha looked at Semyon like he was their prey now. I even thought I saw them lick their parched lips. The wind was also full of anticipation, dragging my scattered textbooks across the road. A pig. Does Baburin mean pig? My thunderous scream echoed through the forest. Trees and ravines enjoyed it. The echo repeated it over and over, doubling or even tripling it. Romka grinned with all his teeth. Semyon's hands fell to his sides. He was on the brink of crying. I used this to my advantage. I think it's the soft boy in me, but I'm starting to feel a little bit bad. What? Oh shit. He just like... I threw the strongest punch I could muster, I'll fucking say. He's on his ass. It was much stronger than the one in school. I rammed my fist into his scared face and it produced a cracking sound. Oof. His pimply cheek danced like jelly under my fist. Semyon let out a sigh and plopped onto the icy road. He was touching the place where I hit him, still oblivious to what just happened and how did it come to this? Oh god. After looking at him for a while, I realized I was smiling. Oh god. Fatso returned to his senses and threw himself at me, his face twisted with anger. Just give up, dude. Dude, just give up. But I dodged his charge quite easily after the great practice I had playing with Alisa. What is that? Ew! He fell into the snow and landed right on a pile of dog feces. This made him squeal in agony and disgust. Attaboy, Toha. I thought you were a wimp, but you've given the fatso a good whooping. Semyon started sobbing after he realized the direness of his situation. Why do I feel bad? What will I say to Grandma? I wonder who his grandma is. Are we gonna meet her? She'll kill me when she sees this. What are you whining about? Get your head out of your ass. Semyon's futile attempts at cleaning his coat caused a fit of giddiness from Biasha. I also smiled, angrily twisted my lips. Hey, get up and hop like a bunny. Just stay away from us, you stink of shit. I feel bad. Fuck you guys. Semyon, just leave. Just leave now while some dignity is still intact. His eyes were red from tears, stopped on me. Are you trying again? Why are you trying to get Semyon, just go, just leave. You've lost. I didn't have time to erase the smile from my face when Semyon lunged at me like a hawk and clawed at my face with his twisted fingers like gnawed fingernails. Threw a kick toward the layer of fat under the coat. At the same moment, the world became fuzzy. The black trees and the faces of my classmates all blurred. How'd you like that, bitch? What? He threw up a hand holding my glasses, victoriously. Oh, you still took my glasses? Okay, well, I'll get them back later anyway, when you go missing. But his triumph was short-lived. Two blurry silhouettes rushed forward. Sioma's former friends. Oh, gosh, are they my friends now? Oh. I heard the familiar sound of someone being slapped around. I like Anton a lot and I didn't want him to be bullied, but at the same time I didn't want to become a bully. This is against the rules, asswipe. Give back the oculars now. Fight like a fucking man. Judging from Semyon sighing and grumbling, he didn't agree to his friend's terms. What rules? Wait, what rules? Betraying me for this piece of shit? What rules? A huge figure tumbling in the snow barely managed to break out from the rain of punches and ran for the hills, dissolving into the twilight. We'll get you at school tomorrow, Porky. I'll cut now. Romka, calm down. Do you need to see someone? I think you need to talk to someone. The snow rustled. Two boys, clearing out of the breath, approached me. I was finally able to make out their faces clearly. My glasses. Romka cursed under his breath. The fucker got them. At least we whooped his ass real good. He'll come with school with a shiner this big. Yeah, Charlotte. Can you stop? Oh boy. Can you see without your glasses, Tosha? A little bit. A hand, holding a red rectangle, protruded from the mist. Romka was offering me a cigarette. My treat. I squinted, trying to make out the brand, even though I didn't know anything about cigarettes. I haven't tried smoking yet, and I didn't really want to start. I wonder if they'll keep hanging out with me if I won't adopt all of their habits. After a moment of hesitation, I shook my head. We'll split this one. Give me a light. Romka pulled out a cigarette with his lips, and Biasha scrambled to find a lighter inside his pockets. So, Tosha, back to what I was saying. Don't be mad, bro. We were just testing you. I mean, your glasses and this mask. Biasha lit a giant Tbilisi, and Romka smacked his lips, taking a long puff of his cigarette. I'm Romka, by the way. He squeezed my hand so hard that my fingers hurt. His palm, full of dry, torn blisters, implied that he wasn't wearing a tracksuit for nothing. And this is Biasha. Don't worry, we'll have a talk with Porky. He let out a cloud of smoke in my face, which instantly made me cough. Yeah. I'll go gather my stuff, it's getting dark. I bowed to pick up my now empty backpack and look for its contents, hoping that my new buddies will disappear when I turn around. But they just stood there, passing a cigarette back and forth. They were waiting for me to pick up my textbooks while whispering something to each other. Romka was the one talking most of the time, though. Biasha was constantly sniffing with his running nose and mumbling in agreement. At that moment, I saw that old battered bunny mask from papier-mâché among the snow-covered notebooks. Its empty eye sockets could be filled with anything, with any eyes. But this mask looked like it only wanted mine. Where did it come from, and why was it in my backpack? I picked it up with the utmost care, as if it could bite off my finger at any moment. It was just a carnival mask with a frozen bit of spit on the inside. Ew! Still, something felt wrong about it. Something was writhing inside it, underneath the crust of old newspapers. I could hear 1,000 of tiny bodies rustling in the trembling fur. Something was trying to chew its way out. Oh! Ew! What the fuck? Maggots? Oh, gross. Ew! You ready, Tosha? Romka's voice pulled me out of my nightmarish delusion, and I threw the mask away in horror, somewhere I won't be able to see it anymore. My innards were twisted from disgust, but I stood up, trying not to show it. Whether those maggots were real or just one of my delusions, I didn't care. All of this was just too much for a single day. I wanted to get home as soon as possible. Right, guys, I need to go. See ya. I held out my hand towards the two silhouettes to say goodbye. A couple of dark, thin lines trembled in front of me. They stood without moving, as if studying me. Oh. Oh. Hey, decided to buddy up with a cedar? We're over here. I realized that Romka's voice was coming from behind and turned around, embarrassed. Trees make for shit buddies. Relax, we'll escort you home. You're as blind as a newborn kitten. Now you've had a character change. You were an asshole, now you're being nice. It's weird. Without us, you'll end up dead around here. I mean, they do have a point. How the hell are you gonna get home? A cigarette butt hit against a stump with a flurry of sparks and started sizzling in the snow near my feet. The boys let out a strained laugh and took me by the arms. When we were leaving the clearing, I turned around in hopes to see Alisa, or at least some orange dot. What if... But I only saw a rumbling tractor that was creeping out from the corner. Oh, this is real slow. We were going alongside a still fire road in silence. The silence felt oppressing, coupled with my lack of vision, so I spoke. Why do they call you Biasha? The Buryat kid just smirked in reply. Because I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing. Eh. Bullshit. Fucking around is what he does best. He's got his nickname because he bleats like a sheep. It started after he returned alive from the black what? It started after he returned alive from the black garage. Huh? Okay. So, how many animals are there? Because now we've got a sheep, a wolf, a fox, a bunny. Yasha's face contorted at those words. I could see it through the veil of blindness. He swayed and started mumbling something unintelligible. See? Happens every time someone brings it up. What are you talking about? Did you really not hear that horror story? On one pitch-black street, in a pitch-black alleyway, there's a pitch-black garage. It knows everything about you. Where you live, what you like, who are your friends. I'm sure you've heard about the missing kids. This has been going on for a while here. The local folk know who's behind all of that. Even the adults. You got lucky. You live right on the edge of the forest. This thing won't come out there without a good reason. It knows that it'll look too foreign among the trees. While in our area, this piece of crap can hide anywhere, be it at the end of an alleyway or near your house. Also, you'll just be going somewhere at night, and bam, you see it in some place that was empty just a while ago. Its door open, pitch dark inside, and then... Same! Piasha pulled his cape over his head and started howling on a high, trembling note, trying to silence Romka. Fine, forget it. I was trying to process Romka's story, but I couldn't figure out what to think of it. During the short time I've been in this snow-laden village, I realized one thing. A lot of people here had some sort of experience with something they couldn't explain. I looked at Biasha, who was pit-pattering to the side. Tell me, Tosha, why the hell did you move here? I heaved a deep sigh while looking at my feet. Somewhere down below, the tips of my boots scooped up fog. I spoke words that I recited countless times. Dad has a new job here. And my mum used to live here. Back in the Soviet days. There's nothing to do here but rot away. Or well, like Biasha here, wander around the forest. Biasha fearfully showed his face from under his hood, like a snail crawling out of his shell, and listened in. He's a camper, see? Spent a whole week in a tent last summer. Here, nearby. Cool shit, right? I mean, with a crazy old woman like his, I'd also flee to the forest. We kept on going, but it felt like the forest was sliding by. Snowflakes flew around, creating a disturbing illusion that somebody was wandering the forest. Somebody tall, unnoticeable, ready to camouflage as a tree or a snow pile. And then, when nobody paid attention anymore, they'd just continue moving along the road. But it was just a trick of the light. There was no one there. At least, I wanted to think that. Rumka suddenly stopped and said, "Jesus Christ, some warning, please!" Hear that? Someone is snooping around the forest. The skin under my clothes started itching. My stomach started aching. We looked the way Rumka was pointing. Really tall, matching our speed. How did he know exactly what you were thinking? There were no tall silhouettes behind the masts of pines. Just shadows creeping in the semi-dark. Slow shadows. Fast shadows. Hungry shadows. The snow that fell silently from the branch made me shiver and bite into my lip. As if something huge lifted off the tree and flew away. Maybe even toward us. Oh, God! Rumka! Rumka picked up a pine cone from the ground and threw it into the thicket.
Hey!
Hey! His shout ricocheted as if it hit a tightly sprung drum. The echo mocked Rumka, and then the silence reigned again. Did you see that? See what? Bitch, you're scaring me. The only things I could see were the vertical strokes of trees, the darkness, the snow, and the hazy silhouettes of my companions. I remembered the rough textured trunks, the spongy lichen, and the icy bits on the bottom of the ravines. Let's move faster, the sun is setting. Oh, poor Donnie can't see shit. He can't see shit. I was again grabbed by the elbows and dragged along, towards the forest, toward the pointy spires of branches. The sun had finally sunk behind the green peaks. The darkness writhed, spread its shoulders, and started spreading like smoke. It started snowing, thick, sticky flakes, white flies following the scent of dead meat. My vision had become a small island, awashed by dark waters. Is something bad gonna happen? I still don't trust these guys. I was grasped by the same worrying feeling I had in the morning. I felt like somewhere far away, at the edge of my comprehension, I heard a very calm and silent flute playing. The sound was fragile, like ice in March, above the dormant waters of a bottomless lake. I scraped inside of my ear, with my finger to get rid of the auditory hallucination. The forest was silent. I imagined a child, walking at night under the watchful eyes of pines. Did you know Vova Matyukin? The boy who went missing recently. Yes, we're asking the real questions now. Because at the end of my last game, Semyon had gone missing, and Vova was already missing. So does this monstery guy, whoever, go after bad children? So was Vova a bad child? And thus, was Vova friends with them? Do you see where I'm going with this? Oh! Oh, Alisa! Alisa! Yay, Alisa's back! Weren't we looking for him, sweetie? Fuck! I shuddered and stopped, staring at the person who was guiding me. At Alisa, in her unchanging fox mask. The girl was gently holding my elbow. What? Why are you... I lost sight of you. You did, because you were careless. I squinted in suspicion. How long were you following us? What do you mean, how long? I was always by your side. And who is us? Stunned, I looked around and couldn't find Rumka or Biasha. And then I felt her cold finger on my wrist. Let's go. We were going to look for Vova. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this. This is getting weird. This is getting real spooky. Without a chance to catch my breath, she started dragging me along through the forest. I was enveloped by the smell of tangerines, coffee, and firecrackers. Oh, that sounds lovely. I felt like I was a small kid again, being led into the unknown. Something rectangular appeared in our way, like a small box. I became petrified. I touched the edge of my eye, pulling back the eyelid as if I was trying to correct my vision. A garage made of metal rose right up from the windfall. I've heard a story about this. It was big. No, huge. Impossible to move without special equipment. Its walls were painted black, even blacker than the darkness around us. The fox sniffed around and it seemed like her mask twisted in disgust. This is the place. The worried voice of my companion scared me even more than this horrifying metal box. Here? I can smell him. Oh no! What happened to Vova? Maybe Vova is playing hide and seek with us, and he decided to hide. Inside? I don't like this. I don't like this at all. And also, I still don't trust Alisa whatsoever. So she's probably playing another prank on me, and is gonna laugh as soon as I get really scared. It felt like I saw smoke form tentacles that split off the garage, searching for something in the wilted leaves. These tentacles slithered along the snowy blanket, getting close to our feet. And there was a scary screeching sound coming from the other side of the huge black metal gates. Somebody or something definitely waited for us inside. I only have one option, and it is to knock. I don't want to knock. Why do I have to do a knock and knock? Why do I have to knock on the garage? I don't wanna. Okay, fine, let's go and die. My nervous movements probably looked like that of a marionette dangling in the hands of a puppeteer. I stepped towards the garage, holding my breath. How about no? Can we stop? Oh, don't die. And gave the sheet metal a knock with my knuckles. And then jump back. Good idea. Oh. Paulina. Was that Paulina? Oh no. Oh no. For a moment it seemed like someone growled in pain inside the metal walls. I heard rusty meat hooks jingle on the thick metal chains, awakening someone huge who crawled to open the black gates. Nothing happened. Something happened? Well, we know what happened to Vova. Vova's fucking dead. I don't think he's gonna need his mitten back. Oh, hi Alisa. That was cute. My heart was racing. Nothing. Knock knock. I hesitated to turn my back to the garage, so I... Okay, run! I heard a weak, scared voice resound in my head. Oh my god! Stumbling all over the place, I still rushed into the night that was swarming with shadows. I ran behind the crooked pine trunk, sure that Alisa was by my side. But after a minute, I realized that the girl was gone. The forest was mumbling its ancient chants. Squeaking, ticking, rustling. I froze. I didn't know how much time had passed before I realized I was standing in complete darkness in a circle of trees that were shooting up their trunks high into the sky. The world around me moved and vibrated. My ears were plugged up from all the rustling. The treetops melted into the cosmic darkness. The bushes became cages, their hostages suddenly set free. It felt like a paw with giant claws could find its way out of the darkness and grab my stunned face at any moment. I heard a scream from somewhere far away. Anton! Oh, Papa! It's my Papa! Someone was looking for me. Just like that boy who went missing. Oh no. Tears stung my eyes. A heavy drop fell from my lashes. Anton! Anton! The scream was closer now, and for a moment I even believed that I was about to be saved. I'm here. Oh. I don't want Anton to die. Oh, what the fuck? One of the trees moved. It also has eyes. Ooh. It wasn't Romka, nor was it Biasha. No, they're never... No. An adult, tall, with long arms. Oh. Many shadows that looked like dogs crawled behind it, but those beasts were much larger than Zuka. The forest was dormant no longer. Its true face was revealed. It stood still, like a deer skewered by the lights of an incoming truck, and the beasts all stared at me. In the semi-dark without my glasses, I could see very little, but it was still more than enough for me to freeze in terror. A foul smell of animal piss and wet fur enveloped the clearing when the creepy procession with the giant at its head moved towards me. No, how about we don't? Leave me alone! My legs gave way because of fear and I fell to my knees, into the snow. It looked like I was praying to that figure, to the trees, to the darkness. Oh my god. I didn't dare lift my eyes, so when he got closer, showering me with his stench, for a moment I thought that his legs were covered in grey fur. I shut my eyes so tight that red circles started dancing on the inside of my eyelids. I didn't want to look, but I could still hear everything. His breath scratched against my ears like sandpaper. His voice was deep, hoarse. No, it wasn't a voice, a roar. Can you not? Shut up! I fished Grandma's chant out of my memory. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, ashes. Oh, it's a big goat! It's a billy goat! Oh god! I got his stench and roaring in reply. Words could never protect against claws and fangs. I was helpless. And then I heard a familiar sweet voice nearby. Come on, do it. Get a taste of him. You bitch! Oh, I feel so betrayed. Oh, fuck you. No. Something hot slid across my throat like a meaty, sticky rope. Someone's tongue. Ew. I told you, Master. He's our bunny. Oh. Am I being indoctrinated? Please, take good care of him. Oh my god. I was taking in the smell of kennels, compost pits, and moss. In front of me stood a scary horned beast with a royal presence to it. His posture told me of his awe-inspiring nobleness. I thought he smelled like piss. His horns supported the clouds, and his popped-out leucomas pierced my eyes, that were ready to burst from fear with a thorny stare. His hands were full of gifts. Oh, candy! Yay! Candy! Well, Alisa did say that there was a box of candy in the forest. Candy fell to the snow, sparkling with its fancy wrappers, silvery packs of chocolate bars and Chupa Chups sticking out from a snow pile with its plastic stick. I don't want any. You smell like piss. More candy fell at my feet. And toys. A toy gun knocked against the ice, and even though I was paralyzed by fear, I still remembered. The missing boy, Vova, had a gun exactly like this. A doll fell nearby, and then it started raining toys. A spinning top, a teddy bear with a worn-up nose, red-headed Carlson without a propeller, a tin toy soldier with a flag, a firefighter truck with a crop duster plane. A horned shadow covered the treasures that once belonged to the missing kids. Can you stop doing that, please? Hairy hands reached into the surrounding darkness, took out a mangy bunny mask that was haunting me. Oh, God. Have it! And forcefully pulled it over my face. They didn't pull it over your face, you fucking broke your nose getting it on. Bunny. Oh, I'm the bunny man now. The shadows of beasts around us slowly and graciously stood up on their rear legs. Oh my god. Can you not? Can you stop doing that, please? And then light hit my face, shattering the monster's figure in two. Is it Dad? I put my hand up to protect myself. Flashlight's ray slid down. Anton! You don't have to shout, I'm right here. There you are. Are you out of your mind? What's this all about? I was staring at my dad, completely stunned, into a space where the monster was just a moment ago. The clearing was enveloped in darkness again, but I could still barely make out the outlines of toys and candy in the snow. And I'm sure if I was brave enough to get close to the bushes, I'd find animal prints there. Cat got your tongue? Your classmates came to us. They said that you ran away from them, deep into the forest, and... What the hell are you wearing? Ugh. I pulled the mask down from my sweaty face and threw it into a heap of toys. Branches cracked in the distance. I pressed myself into my father's chest, engulfed by fear. He started looking around, alerted, and spoke in a tone of voice that was much more nervous. Okay, let's get out of here. If your mother learns of this, she'll be so mad at us that we'll never forget this day. I reached out for my father, still feeling the chilling embrace of fear. I grabbed his firm hand, felt his quick pulse with my fingertips. Then stood up and wobbled along behind my father, following his barely discernible footprints. Back to civilization, back to light, back to the road where my dad parked his car. And not a word about this at home. Got it? Don't even hint at where I found you. All right, Dad. He was holding my hand as if it was the most precious thing in the world and kept telling me how afraid he is of losing me or Ulya. But this wasn't that sticky, like an animal tongue. Fear. His fear was a noble, crystal-clear diamond, and I just nodded in reply and kept moving my feet. And then I heard a familiar voice, coming from behind me. Look, remember, as long as you're with me, nobody will lay a finger on you here. Well then. The car sped towards our house. Oh, I don't like this angle either. Oh, okay, look, it's that garage again. I pressed my cheek against the window and saw a short building among the trees. That shack, darker than night. The garage that was hidden inside the thicket, a metal crypt. It almost felt like it was following us. A moment passed and the building disappeared around the corner. I gulped down something bitter. Careful driving. So I guess that was it. There was nothing different after that point. It was the same ending as the first video I did. Wait, what? Same one, same ending. Just the middle part was a little different. But that was really cool. So I am the bunny. I am the bunny guy. I mean, I'm sure we could have all worked that out anyway, but I am the bunny guy now. Bow to me, bitches. I am the bunny man. Yeah, that was really cool. That was really interesting. I'm concerned with what I saw in the shed. Are we just not going to discuss that? I'm so excited for more episodes of this game to come out, and I really need to thank anyone, well, all of the people who've taken an interest in my videos on this game. It's really overwhelming and insane, but I really appreciate it. So, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in another video, and then when more stuff from this game comes out, I'll play that as well. So, thank you. Bye-bye.